there. Thank you so much for.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at center. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point. And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. Here's Giannis. Morris with the block. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Good. Caldwell Pope's got the game going with his first points of the game for Los Angeles. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Schroeder following the basket by Brook Lopez. Lopez with the block.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Schroeder. Shoots from the elbow. Gasol trying to free himself up.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Middleton with it. He's picked up by James.
Well, you look at the skill set and size of Middleton. Hard for any defense to match up against. Just so creative in how he draws contact and gets himself to the line.
Middleton hits them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's James. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Now here's LeBron. 37 points in the win against Charlotte.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Kept alive. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contribution.
Here's Lopez after the basket by Los Angeles. And the dunk by Giannis.
And, you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Now here's Schroeder coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Here's James, and it goes down 2 points. James has got 6.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside Holiday. On the wing, Giannis. Good work defensively by Morris.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And here's Giannis from outside. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter.
Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
What a punch.
Now here is Holiday. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Lopez. And again, the Bucks miss. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Whistle blows if that's going to be a travel. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
You know, Forbes is slight of frame, guys, but deceptively strong. He can finish through contact if he has to.
Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Here is Forbes. 1 second left, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's LeBron James. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. The Lakers in the lead. Now James. 14 points for him. The pass to Horton Tucker. Lakers passing it around. Clock at 6. Portis against LeBron. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jones has got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Here's Middleton. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Middleton's got 4 this quarter.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
It's LeBron with the drive. And finished off by LeBron.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
And Forbes kicks to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Tries to keep it alive, and stolen by LeBron. Back to Jones. It's stolen by Jones, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnovers.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Right wing. Pass to Forbes. This one for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Forbes has got 5 now. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Here's Caruso, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Horton Tucker. Out to the right wing. Caruso, no good. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
Here's Jones after the made shot from Bobby Portis. 5 on the clock. Jones. It's rebounded by Portis. The Bucks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. There's the lob into the Kumbo. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Horton Tucker, the pass to Hill. Shoots over Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Both shots good from the stripe. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. He's guarded by Schroeder. Feeds to Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Harrell. Lakers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Caldwell-Pope passes to Morris. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by Morris.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Portis. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Just 4 to shoot. Takes it from 10. Portis. Rebound the Lakers. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Caldwell-Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Morris is out there with Marc Gasol, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez.
And when you have a 7-1 Marc Gasol operating off the 2-man game, if he rolls, you have to rotate correctly or he'll bury it.
To the left wing. Pass to Connaughton. The Bucks working the ball around. Schroeder dishes to LeBron. Schroeder kicks to James. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Now it's a 6-point Laker lead.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Lakers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And finished off by LeBron.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game break wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else. Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Lopez passes to Connaughton, and it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Now the pass to Lopez over James, and Lopez gets it to go. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just because Lopez is a big guy doesn't mean he can't knock that down.
It's stolen. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Here's James. Banked in off the glass. James has got 25 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Passes it to Lopez. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. It's hauled in by LeBron. Morris dishes to Caldwell Pope. LeBron against DiVincenzo. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Gasol.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, in his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Here's Connaughton. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Boy, you're playing with fire. Anytime you leave somebody open on James' team, I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
And it's Connaughton atop the key. Looking to end the run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Caldwell Pope. The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
James looking around. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Lakers on top, up by. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Forbes in a shooting guard. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Forbes. From past the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance. Oh, what a play! Woo!
Yeah, they call him the freight train. LeBron James, when he's coming down the court like that, good luck trying to stop him.
Lopez kicks to Holiday. There's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton for three, and another three for Milwaukee.
Well, there's a good reason this guy shoots as many threes as he does. Chris Middleton is a knockdown three-point shooter.
James outside. And finished off by LeBron.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Forbes. A putback, and James pulls it down. Lakers leading by 12. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Boy, that burst of speed. James may be the fastest guy in the league. And because of his size and speed, he's a force when he turns the Jets on.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Jones comes in for Morris. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Back to Holiday from downtown. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got 6 rebounds in the game. That one misses. And Milwaukee the other way now. Middleton the pass to Forbes. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Lakers leading by 12. Jones kicks to James. Over Holiday. Here's Jones. Kicks it out to James. Vicious to Harrell. Back to James. Taken away by Holiday. Passes it to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. LeBron outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. LeBron's got 37.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
And Forbes has it in the corner. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Holiday.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide-open man and dropping the dime.
LeBron dishes to Jones. Back to LeBron. The three-pointer, no good. Bucks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Gets it down to single digits. Middleton's got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, quite frankly, Middleton is the kind of guy that scores from all over the court. I mean, you just have to give him a little room so he can get his shot off, and he's typically knocking it down.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Milwaukee making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Bucks trail by 8. Middleton right side. Fires from deep. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And what about the composure of Lopez? Fantastic.
Holiday against Schroeder, and the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. Here's LeBron. That one goes in. James has got 39.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Back to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Holiday. Giannis kicks to Holiday. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Back to Holiday. Giannis outside. Middleton outside. They get it again.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
James way outside. Misses the shot. And so Los Angeles takes the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Count it.
Candace Parker was the #1 overall WNBA draft pick back in 2008. And since then, she's been blazing trails and inspiring young women.
And as a part of our ongoing series on social justice and in honor of Women's History Month, she is back this week with part 2 of Respect Your OGs, this time tributing WNBA legend Lisa Leslie. Here's her story.
The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out of... A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Batuma's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Here's Holiday. after the Clippers pick up 2. Now the feed to Antetokounmpo. It's deflected. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard on the wing. Outside Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Milwaukee with the rebound. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seems they got the benefit of the whistle.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
And here are the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. George passes to Zubac. Good D by Lopez.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Here's Holiday. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
And here's Jackson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Kicks it out to Leonard from outside the arc. Lopez grabs the board.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Jackson has the open look. Leonard inside, defended by Middleton. And Middleton with the block.
Well, the long arms of Middleton getting up there on defense and throwing that one away.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Zubac. And the shot goes in. This is the time of year when teams can start to lose their focus just a little bit. How tough is it, do you think, to stay motivated at this stage of a long season?
Well, teams who have big aspirations, Kevin, aren't suffering through any of this. The other teams that are trying to be acutely aware of the potential of their team are watching their players very intently as to whether their focus can be maintained during the next 2 to 3 weeks of this season.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Chris Middleton. And it's good for 2.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
You could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And here are the Clippers now, following the 3 by Milwaukee. A 3 from Morris. Forbes with the rebound. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's the 3. He can't hit that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Releases. Forbes can't get it to go.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. "12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here is Forbes. Here's Patterson. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Holiday in at the point guard. So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Boy, shot out of a cannon on that possession. Good look up court.
Bucks trail by 4. Now Holiday. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Well, we should all take a Holiday like that there. Get some speed under the rim, driving inside, and really taking off for the jam.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now, here's Kennard. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Coffey's checked in. Holiday surveying the floor. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
They like to use Giannis in the pick and roll situations. He's getting better at understanding how to set the screens. With a rolling target, boy, he's a good one.
Now here's Williams. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. And he hits it to tie the game up.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
It's Williams with the drive. And the pass to Oturu. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Oturu's shot is off. Bucks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Connaughton. Bucks passing it around. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Holiday against Williams. To the middle. Here's Lopez. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Williams, that's good.
Such a dynamic scorer, inside, outside. It really doesn't matter. Lou Williams is a huge threat to score, especially coming off the bench.
A three-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
Here's Coffey. That's a two from Kennard. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Milwaukee in the lead. Down low, here's DiVincenzo. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Williams inside the line. Second chance shot. Here's Patterson. But they get it back. For the three. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Great sign when Patterson's connecting from deep. Everything for this offense starts to loosen up.
Here's Holiday with 1 on the clock. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Williams. He's out there with Luke Kennard. It's Kabengele in at the 4 slot. Here's Kennard after the basket by Milwaukee. Over in the corner, Williams. Kennard with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 to shoot. With the shot. The rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Forbes. Batum brings the double team. 6 on the shot clock and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson. The Bucks have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Clippers trail by 4. Jackson passes to George. He dishes it to Leonard. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Jackson. And Forbes kicks to Middleton. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Middleton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks. Pass to Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The strength in that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Here is Forbes. Pulls up. Lopez. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 4.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
Lopez with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. The shot's good from Forbes.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Passes to Leonard. Over Middleton. Leonard, no luck. Bucks leading by 7. Pass to Forbes. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here is Forbes. He's got 7. 1:15 left to play here in the third. On the wing, Giannis. The 19-foot shot, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson passes to Leonard. Launches a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks leading by 5. The pass to Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. Antetokounmpo kicks to Connaughton. Outside Holiday. It's stolen by Morris. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jackson, that's good.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now here's Giannis. 10 points for him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
The third quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got Bobby Portis. Donte DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Inside, Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Outside Jackson. And stolen by Portis. Pushing it up. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. 5 to shoot. Now here's Middleton. Not a lot of room. Clippers trail by 3. Shots good by Kennard. Kennard's got his first points of the game.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside Holiday. DiVincenzo finds Holiday to the inside. Back to Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Passes it to Kennard. No one near him. And it's off the back rim. No good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And here's Holiday. Middleton looking it over. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Now it's a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
Chris Middleton has been waiting for moments like that.
Williams against Holiday. Holiday with the defensive effort.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. From outside, off the mark. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So both teams changing it up here. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Holiday. Lopez outside. Middleton on the wing. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Lopez has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And the Clippers miss again. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. .103 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Middleton for 3.
And a good example of why Leonard perpetually makes the all-defensive team. You are caught on the Hawaiian Islands. Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And that one's good, Leonard.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Williams from outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to
Too much.
Look at that.
Paul George dunk contest, he's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
And so the Bucks take the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
No, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Irving, and it's Durant. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Jordan in at the pivot, manning the middle. Here's Holiday, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. A 20-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. So it's the Bucks now. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the basket good. A bank shot that time.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill. A lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got his second bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Middleton. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Lobbed up there for Durant.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against Philadelphia.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Here is Harden after Drew Holiday's score, and the shot goes in. Harden's got 6. Here's Holiday. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Middleton dishes to Lopez. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Harden outside, and a wide open look for Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Boy, that is a real weapon in Middleton's arsenal. I mean, when you hit a 3 on him, he wants that sweet revenge, and he's coming back at you.
Now here's Harden. 6 points for him. Pass to Harris. Irving with it. Back to Harris. A 3 ball. 6 on the shot clock. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, Harris shows great competitiveness in answering the opponent's 3 with the payback 3 of his own.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
It's Durant on the wing. On the wing, Harden. Antetokounmpo defending. Durant kicks to Harris. In the corner, Irving with it. And the Nets, another three.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, you can feel it. When you make a three on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Middleton from deep. That shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 5. Outside Durant. The rebound by Middleton.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Misses the layup. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Irving can't get it to go.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Nets lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
They've got Griffin. Andrew Shamet is out there with Brown. And it's Green. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Shamet. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Outside Portis. In the corner, Middleton with it. Misses the 3.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Brown. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the Bucks making a change here. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
It's stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Luwawu, the pass to Brown. No good from Luwawu. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Caruch. And Holiday kicks to Portis. But Trey. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Shamet. Count it. Shamet's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Caruch passes to Forbes. Back to Portis. And there's the pass to Forbes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And they get it. He's off on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the jam by Harden.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
It's hauled in by Giannis. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks, trailing by 10. They host the Spurs after this one, and that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Holiday against Harden. He dishes it to Jordan. Back to Harden. Outside, KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
And Holiday kicks to Portis. Here's Forbes. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving surveying the floor. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Stolen by Holiday. Stolen by Durant. A nice shot by Harris.
Most think of him as a deep shooter, and that's accurate, but Harris is also not shy about doing damage closer to the rim.
From deep, Antetokounmpo. And he got that one up in time. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Nets up by 12.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a fight. Thanks for joining us.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. Brooklyn leading by 12. Fires from 14, and that one goes long. The Bucks shooting 43% from the field. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's blocked by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
And Irving with the basket on the assist from KD. Irving's got 11 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Back to Holiday, launches it. And again, the Bucks miss.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half, 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Here's Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Outside Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. From deep three-point range, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Here's Giannis. No good there. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Middleton against Harris. Middleton can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 18. Up the floor. Harris passes to Irving. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. That 3 off the mark.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Harden. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Bucks also with the sub. Forbes checked in. Green kicks to Griffin. Pulls it up. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Nets leading by 16. Pass to Luwawu. DiVincenzo against Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Shamet. Passes it to Luwawu. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break. Here they come. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Here's Shamet. Karuch grabs the board. Bucks trail by 14. Here's DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists in the game.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Timeout called the Nets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
There's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Over in the corner, Brown. Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Brown. And it's Irving at the point guard position. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. Durant in the corner. Baseline try. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bucks passing it around. Kicks it down to Middleton. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Middleton really is an amazing shooter. Absolutely amazing, especially from long distance.
Harden against Holiday. Outside Griffin. The kick out to Irving. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. Holiday gets the bucket.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing, possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
It's Harden with the drive. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Giannis high post. Count that one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Irving with the ball. Fires the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Harden dishes to Irving. From 12 feet out. Good on the jump shot. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunities.
Middleton on the wing. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Brown. Milwaukee also making some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for Rodion Kurucs. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
There you go. P.J. Tucker showing you he's reliable in the clutch.
Harris outside. From deep. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's now only a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
Lopez, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Yeah, and something else they've done all through this one is knock down the mid-range jump shot whenever they've had the chance.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Jordan, and he gets the bucket.
Big scores like that one are what you can count on from Lopez.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. They led by as many as 18 points. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. The shot's good.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Here's Forbes. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there. And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
Lopez kicks to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. Forbes, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level. And he knows how to kick his game up a gear, too.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden outside. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They trail by 3. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
You know, one of the things that makes Holiday such a terrific defender is his...
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Wherever she went. Since Lisa retired in 2009, she's been a model, an actress, a TV analyst. But today, if you call her a groundbreaker, she'll tell you she prefers the term torch carrier, because she hasn't forgotten about all the women who came before her.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the... And with...
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Holiday against Morris. Middleton on the wing. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Gasol with the steal. James in the post. Defended by DiVincenzo.
LeBron not messing around. That time in the paint, close to the rim, smelling blood.
It's stolen by Schroeder. And LeBron with a clear path to the hoop. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's the break. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the 76ers.
LeBron James in full speed right there. What size and skill coming down the lane.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Holiday looking over the floor. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Lakers have gone 2 for 4. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do, and that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
Outside Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
That is a vicious dunk from Holiday there. When you give him room to run, he can take off just like that.
LeBron outside. And James throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And here is Antetokounmpo. A 32-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Morris passes to James. Count that bucket. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Holiday goes in. Makes it off the glass.
That's a great drive from Drew Holiday, using that blazing speed to his advantage.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Schroeder finds James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
When you talk to opposing coaches and how they scheme for LeBron James, the amazing thing is they talk about how he sees every facet of the game, not just what he needs to run, but how it is that he can make it difficult for opposing offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Giannis, he's checked in for the Bucks. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. Leading by 5. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
So it's the Lakers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Harrell, the pass to LeBron. That one goes. Just count it. 14 points for LeBron.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
1:12 left in the first quarter. For 3, Middleton nailed from three-point land.
And that kind of consistency from Middleton from 3, that's huge.
Caruso, the pass to LeBron. He can't get that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And definitely a feel-good kind of win, but I'm sure their coach might say they cut it a little bit too close.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way. and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
And Giannis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Just looks so easy for LeBron James, a powerhouse who can score from anywhere.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Forbes. Rebound by Harrell.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
For the finish. And Portis throws it down.
Good quick hands from Antetokounmpo there, reacting well on defense and swiping that one away.
Here's James. Offensive rebound. Can't get it to fall.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his...
The way he plays defensively, you know what he's saying.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former Defensive Players of the Year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
There's so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Bobby Portis out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the point. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. To the wing right side. Here's Connaughton. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
Now here's Harrell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Floats it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Lakers trail by 7. Caruso looking for an opening. Lets it go with a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. They host the Spurs after this one. Here's Giannis. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Another shot. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Puts up a 3. Caruso grabs the miss.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Horton Tucker. Defended by DiVincenzo. And the Lakers with another miss. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And the Lakers also making a change. Markieff Morris is checked in for Harrell. Middleton, the lead pass was put in just the right spot. Middleton's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. But none of it feels like an exaggeration. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. The three. That one, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
So it's the Lakers now. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Caruso. The rebound by the Bucks, and it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Right side Holiday. Morris with the rebound.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. And James throws it down hard.
Yeah, just making his way through every part of that defense. Drives in, gets contact.
Over to the wing. Here's Tucker. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's James, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And the three off target. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They're in better shape now than they were at one point. And that'll do.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by James.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through two quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have, man. I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Jones. LeBron James is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Harrell in at the power forward. Holiday, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And a deep three from James. Again, James missing.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And here's up the Kumbo outside. Tips it, but no good.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime? Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Holiday finds Lopez. Back to Holiday. Lopez passes to Connaughton. The pass to Lopez. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Lopez powering through that time.
Lakers trail by 13. Pass to LeBron. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And the call. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
From deep, James doesn't get it to drop for him. The Bucks go the other way with it.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And stolen by LeBron.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
I mean, who needs teammates when you can do all that work yourself? LeBron looking spry and youthful.
And finished off by LeBron.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. 1:37 left in the third quarter. To the left side wing. Back to DiVincenzo. Jacks up a three. Tucker can't get it to go. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's DiVincenzo. Count it. DiVincenzo's got 10 points.
He made a great decision there to push the basketball up. Excellent teamwork.
James with a deep three. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. 52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. On the wing, DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot, and stolen by James. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. The shot's good from Kuzma.
No doubt among the best passing centers to have ever played this game. Gasol is a guy you can run your offense through, makes quick and decisive decisions.
Back to DiVincenzo. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 12.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shoots from the line. No good off the back of the rim. And here's the fast break. For three, Middleton. A rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got 5 rebounds tonight. Caldwell-Pope with a wide open. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And a big-time three to cut it to single digits.
And so it's Milwaukee in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right.
We don't need to be in a hurry to build.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Schroeder against Holiday. And it's Schroeder missing. Milwaukee leading by 11. Caruso, the pass to Morris. Here's Harrell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Harrell in there clashing with some aggressive defense, and he gets physical right back.
Jones checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Alex Caruso. The Bucks shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Pass to Forbes. Back to Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And don't forget about Drew Holiday. He's got some ups. More than capable of getting up there to the rim.
James finds Schroeder. Back to LeBron. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. James has got 10 points in just the second half. Outside Holiday. Down low. Lopez. And he uses the glass on the layup. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I good.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, your smartphone, or your computer. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He challenged his players to try to take control here. He said, this is when we want to be efficient. This is when we absolutely have to execute. We'll see if they can get it done, Kevin.
You got to do better than that, or at least try. LeBron James, just too strong, and a little contact is not going to go a long way.
Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Fires for 3. And Jones pulls it down.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
James looking around. A three-pointer off the mark.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Harrell. Lakers passing it around. Jones finds James. Here's Harrell. Back to Jones. Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's guarded closely. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. Now the pass to Connaughton. Pope loose. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. James left side. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
Here's LeBron, and he gets it to go. LeBron's got 14 points here in the second half.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
What improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league. Went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And the Lakers also making a change. Morris is checked in. Back to Middleton. 1:02 left here in the fourth quarter. They get a hand on it, and stolen by James.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Trying to end the drought, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
It's weird to say it, but the sheer length of Giannis can put the defense in a really bad position. So hard to defend without fouling.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
To the paint. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
It's just not easy to contain or control LeBron James. A nightmare when trying to stop him, especially on the drive.
And both free throws good for LeBron. Middleton finds Lopez. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Here's DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. Middleton for 3. No good. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Jackson. Atuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the shooting guard. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Donte DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Pass to Middleton. Well, with the All-Star break behind us, Clark, where are you mentally as a player right now?
Yeah, I think most guys want to hit a reset, to restart, to refocus, to target how to finish the rest of the season well, individually and from a team standpoint. And the focus for teams that are going to be playoff bound is how do we continue to move towards playing our best basketball.
Outside Jackson. To the wing on the left, to the middle. Here's Leonard, and the layup's good off the glass.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Holiday looking over the floor. About a minute and a half through the first quarter, and they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now, here's George. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Zubac. Batum wide open. He fires. Here's Zubac. Leonard kicks to George. There's the triple. The shot comes out, and Milwaukee will come the other way. Batum with the steal. Right side, Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Stolen by Middleton. They're running. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Lopez.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Jackson against Holiday. Outside for Batum. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
A brief check now of the stats for Leonard. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging about 23 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Here's Holiday following the score by Lou Williams. The 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going. Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And stolen by Patterson. Leonard attacking and finished off by Leonard.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Now here is Holiday. He had 19 points in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Ooh, I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him.
How about that guy's a big-time answer? He says, you think you can score on me? Prepare for posterization.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside Jackson. Back to Williams. 30 seconds left to play in the first. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. Zubac. And Patterson kicks to Williams. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go that time. And here's the fast break. Here's Forbes. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Nice to see him playing at a high rate of speed there, getting up and down the floor quickly. Early offense for Forbes.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Milwaukee on top, up 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Antetokounmpo out there with Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 side. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Right side, Portis. There's the pass to Connaughton. Clock at 6. Makes it off the glass. Connaughton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Williams with the ball. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Great positioning on the putback.
hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Forbes can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Nobody near Williams. Hits the jumper in space.
A high number of Williams' points come from the mid-range. The defense knows that. It's in the scouting report, but he still makes it happen.
Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
The kick out to Williams. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 4. Pulls up for 3. That shot off. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Williams, that's good. And that's now 6 points for Williams.
And look at how much pressure Williams puts on the defense in the open court. Always pushing the action and playing downhill.
Forbes the pass to Portis. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. There's the foul against the Clippers. The Bucks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Here's Mann after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Oturu, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Milwaukee. Now here is Holiday. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Milwaukee. Shots good by Kennard. 1:46 left here in the second. Outside Holiday. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me. And whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Paul George.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kevin Gelly's checked in.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. Lopez finds Middleton. Picked him clean. Poked away. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Here's Holiday. There's the feed to Lopez. Oturu with the rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And the Clippers miss again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Batum does a nice job sticking.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And it was on the heels of his MVP season that Giannis Antetokounmpo said he was at 61st. And that does it for our half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at small forward. Giannis outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Lopez, and he makes good on the layup. Lopez has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
He is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
And here's George. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Fast break, Milwaukee, and the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. The second effort. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo. I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Morris is checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's putting up 31 points per, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving, and of course, mercy, mercy me.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You look at Williams, and he's rather slight in build, but he's got sneaky strength and terrific body control.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And then for the Clippers, Patterson comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in for Marcus Morris.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Here's Williams. On the wing, Batum. The shot from 20 feet away. George, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing on.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now, here is George. Guarded closer. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got his second basket of the game. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. On the wing, George. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Oturu's got 6.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. That one off the back iron and out. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Leonard. He gets that one. 8 points for him.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's DiVincenzo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Giannis. It's tipped. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 23 seconds left in the third. And Batum kicks to Williams. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
Tucker finds Antetokounmpo. That will count. And that one released in time, but no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Bucks, Antetokounmpo out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Caruge in at the 3, the small forward. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Rodions Kurucs.
Chris Middleton.
Clock at 2. Now off the inbound. Jackson misses. Milwaukee in the lead. Lopez outside. Takes it from 10. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Clippers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. In the corner, it's Morris. For Middleton to take the lead. Morris with the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Guarded by Jackson. On the wing, Giannis. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Timeout. It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. So it's both teams making substitutions here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He said, we're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence. Guys?
Thank you, David.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the rejection by Giannis. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Leonard with the block.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the block. And a struggle here to find a rhythm in the second half. The field goal percentage starting to tail off in a big way.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Kevin Gelly's checked in. Zubac the pass to George. Pass to Zubac. Here's Kevin Gelly. Here's George. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 3. Inside, here's Kevin Gelly. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
The drive by Jackson. Banked in off the glass. Jackson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen now.
1:37 left in the game. To the paint, here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
George looking over the floor. Lopez with the block.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Williams inside, guarded by Holiday. Here's Batum. Here's Zubac. Tries again. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now here's Holiday. 36 seconds left in the fourth. Pushing it up. Outside Williams. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Count.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo. Really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Leonard attacking. It's in! Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. It counts.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's... Hey, Kevin. Terrific. David, thanks. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harden in at the point. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Lopez in at the center. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here's Holiday. James Harden picking up that last basket. And it's blocked by Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. KD looking around. Over Middleton, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Great natural instincts of Durant, a good decision maker now on the pick and roll.
Giannis outside. Back to Holiday. And he lays it straight in.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And here is Durant. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game.
Such a great threat in the post, especially on smaller defenders. He can just see the rim from anywhere.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from KD. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Shoots the three. It's good from long range. Holiday's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 19-point. Wow, hammering it in.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Durant. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Yeah, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 3. Holiday attacking. It's good.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Nobody near Irving. Connects from 3-point range.
Trying to find that consistency from distance that's stretching out the defense, and that's why Kyrie always has an available driving lane.
Now here is Holiday. Coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. From deep 3-point range, but they recover it. Lopez kicks to Holiday, and there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Shot clock at 5. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Giannis scores inside, one of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint, and a strong feel for the attack that time.
Now here is Irving. Outside Durant. And finished off by KD.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's DiVincenzo. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And a long windup and strong follow through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Irving passes to Griffin. Left side, Irving. The pass to Brown. Back to Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Middleton against Harris. Shots good by Middleton.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Nets have gone 8 of 8. What a hot start for them. Pass to Irving. Free throw line jump shot. The rebound by the Bucks.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines in highlight. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Brown. And it's Shamet in at the shooting guard position. Timeout called the Nets. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like them.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
No good from Connaughton.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that ties it up.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Shamet kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Lets the three fly. And it's Connaughton missing. The net shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Tucker, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Kurucs. Goes back up. He lays it in. Kurucs has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Shamet with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. The Nets working the ball around now. Feeds it to Green. Passes to Luwawu. Green breaking loose. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Drew Holiday's checked in for Kurucs. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown. Here's Portis. Nifty move. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Portis has got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee. Harden outside. Dishes it to Griffin. Back to Harden. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, aside from that possession, they've done a pretty good job of keeping the turnovers way down this game.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Then for the Nets, Durant's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
Let us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. The shot that time, not on target. The Nets have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
It's kind of tough to be a big wing in the LeBron James era. You're constantly compared to what it is he does, but Durant has risen to that challenge and uniquely qualified to be an elite player.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Now here is Holiday. 7 points in the game. Shots good by Middleton.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Holiday against Harden, and Holiday kicks to Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
In the corner, Irving with it. And there it is for him.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Shots good by Middleton.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Outside, KD. Jordan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 2.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
Shoots from the high post, and that would have counted, but his shot was... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they were up by... And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
The Nets with the lead.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Well, we've all seen it, the mobility, the wingspan of Durant. Seriously, how are you going to stop him on an alley-oop?
Holiday, no one around him. Jordan with the rebound. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Jeff Green is checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Middleton, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
The D had no chance, and Chris Middleton on the rise.
To the inside. And it's sent back by Lopez. And he recovers it. Green passes to Harden. Rebound, Milwaukee.
It seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin's checked in for Durant. Bruce Brown comes in for Joe Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Griffin with the steal. Now, here's Shamet. D right on him. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Here is Forbes, defended by Griffin.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Green finds Irving. Plenty of space. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's DiVincenzo. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Shamet the pass to Griffin. Lopez against Green. Here's Irving. Right side Griffin. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. The rejection by Giannis. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Green. And Luwawu subbed in for Landry Shamet. Here's Forbes, and it's all evened up. Forbes has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
59 seconds left in the third. Irving. Here's Jordan. And the rejection by Giannis.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Nets shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Brown, good.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here is Forbes, and Portis throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
So both teams making some changes here. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Harden against Holiday. High, arcing shot. Jordan the pass to Harden. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Milwaukee in the lead. Now Holiday, 7 points in the game. It could go, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 1-point game. They host the Spurs after this one. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Holiday gets the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Durant. No good with the layup. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Giannis. And the layup is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Irving looking for an opening. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
And Holiday, here we go. Here's Portis, and he banks in the layup. Portis has got the lead, back up to 5 now for Milwaukee. The net shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Harden outside. Outside Irving. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Feels like Kyrie locked in right now. No let up in his offensive attack, and he's hot.
Outside Holiday. There's the 3. And Irving pulls it down.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Portis, and Middleton subbed in for P.J. Tucker. Bucks leading by 3. And the dunk by Giannis.
Giannis just plays so hard. What's not to like about the approach he has game in and game out?
Durant in the corner. In the corner, Irving with it. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Seemed extremely focused on that hoop the whole way. You could see it in his eyes. Was not going to be denied.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Giannis.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Here is Harden. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Durant dishes to Irving. From deep. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Middleton, and he dunks it down.
Sprinting up the floor and beating everyone down. That's the reward for Chris Middleton.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Here is Forbes. On the clock, fires from 14. The rebound by Harden. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now, here is Harden. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
And with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Lopez throws it down.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Outside Irving. Pass to KD. Harden kicks to Durant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving from long range. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Middleton on the wing. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Forbes. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
It's Jordan on the wing. Irving from long range. And so the Bucks take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg.